Hello, not focused on anything specific. It's just basically whatever comes out in the reading is what you need to know about or what you are being guided to focus on. So, keeping in mind, Pisces, that this is a general reading, so it might not be your story, it might not fit for you. Just take what fits, leave what doesn't fit, and if you want to, you can also check out your other placements to get those extra messages and guidance. So Pisces, let's get a look at the general energy around you at the moment. What is the general energy around Pisces, please? What is the general energy around Pisces? Pisces, I'm hearing, is this as good as it gets? So something is probably leaving you feeling unfulfilled right now. And some of you are asking the question for, I guess. Oh, wow, look at that. A new start is coming. Also, while I was pre-shuffling your cards, I heard, I am not ready. So I don't really know how those two go together. Is this as good as it gets and I'm not ready? Maybe that's to say that you're not ready to settle for what you are being handed at the moment. It could be two separate things, could be two completely separate stories. So one is this as good as it gets? And the other is, I'm not ready. I don't know. We'll find out as the reading progresses. You've got, what do you need to release? At the bottom of the deck, you've got, look at the bigger picture. So for those of you who are feeling unfulfilled, I feel like look at the bigger picture is saying there's more coming. You've got a new start is coming. So there is going to be a change to your circumstances or a change in your current situation. What do you need to release for the change to come or for the new start to come? What do you need to let go of? Is it an emotion? Is it a person? Is it a job? Are they materialistic things or are they feelings? But obviously, something needs to be released in order for the new start to take place. So let's get into your reading. What does Pisces need to know, please? What does Pisces need to know, please? The belief, or that you're telling yourself you're not ready for the new start. And maybe you need to change that way of thinking for the new start to be able to take place. Anyway, starting out, we've got the Nine of Swords. Then we have Death. Then we have the Eight of Coins. Something is going on here, Pisces. Then we have Five of Swords. Excuse me. Wow. Okay, definitely. I feel like you're not feeling great about things at the moment, Pisces. There's this feeling of, yeah, there's something that you need to let go of with that Death card sitting there. And because there is something currently within your space, surroundings, energy, that is causing you to worry. You've got Justice at the bottom of the deck. It's causing you worry. It's causing you, some of you are not sleeping or having very disrupted or disturbed sleep because you've constantly got this anxiety or this worry running around in your head. There's a lot of overthinking going on here. That's obvious with the Nine of Swords. There's a lot of overthinking going on. For some of you, it's like you're thinking too far ahead, I'm hearing. Um, Thinking too far ahead is causing you to worry more than is necessary in your particular situation. So letting go of, and I know it's easier said than done, but trying not to overthink the situation, trying to distract yourself, which you are. I was going to say trying to distract yourself, but you are distracting yourself with work, with the Eight of Coins. Trying to distract yourself is going to be really helpful in getting a handle on the overthinking. But the thing is that with work, Pisces, I feel like there is a bit of chaos or turmoil at work as well. You've got the Five of Swords sitting here, indicating that there could be a bit of chaos taking place. There could be people like not really getting along, or people could be competing. I'm feeling quite a competitive energy. There could be some backstabbing, people blaming other people for their own mistakes. But I feel like the change is unavoidable, and the chaos currently, particularly in the workplace, is unavoidable. Now, you do have the Queen of Wands sitting here at the end, Pisces, Aries energy coming in there as well. But I feel like this is saying you are sitting in a really good position at the moment, particularly in regards to your work. Sitting in a really good position. I feel like a lot of you are the person that others will go to ask the big questions, asking for advice and guidance. You're relied on heavily to keep things running smoothly, to keep things organized. That's what the Queen of Wands does. The Queen of Wands is very organized. Also very intuitive, but the Queen of Wands basically knows everything about everything. So I feel like you are like the go-to person within the workplace, and people often turn to you for guidance. So, you know, while everything around you at work may be chaotic and falling apart, and there's all that, I do feel that some people are trying to compete with you. I'm not going to lie about that, but it's more competition amongst themselves, and you kind of get to sit there pretty. Looking pretty, and you're sort of watching the circus around you and everything just kind of falling apart. And I mean, it will pull itself together. You've got justice here, so whatever your situation is, I do feel that it's going to work out for you, that you will find balance. But, you know, right now I feel like there's a lot of chaos, confusion, and overthinking going on in your energy at the moment. Clarify the top row, please. Let's have a look and see. Two of Swords, of course, it's the Two of Swords with the Nine of Swords. Clarify the top row for Pisces, please. Wow, heavy Scorpio energy with Death and the Six of Cups. Oh, wow. You've got the Tower as well. You've got 3 Scorpio cards. Page of Wands. Just wanted one more. So I'll take what fell first, which is the Queen of Wands. Okay, Pisces, you really want to be a part of your reading. And then you've got the Seven of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so let's have a look at the story. Nine of Swords with the Two of Swords. So you really are trying to decide what it is that you're going to do. And I feel it's in regards to something that you have been dealing with for a really long time. And when I say really long time, it's years. It's not like something that you stumbled into or came across last week. I feel like this is something that has been going on for years. I was going to say cycling for years. Um, and I feel like it's disrupting your peace. Looking at this Six of Cups, yes, the Six of Cups does represent somebody from the past returning. It represents childhood memories and basically the past in general, which is how I'm coming up with this has been going on for quite some time. But I'm also feeling that the playfulness is gone in this situation. The fun has disappeared. You are not having a good time. If this is in regards to a like romantic situation, you guys are not playing anymore. You're not having a good time with each other, or you are not having a good time with that person. It's causing you stress, worry, grief. You're trying to figure out if you even want to carry on with this. Do you stay or do you go with this Two of Swords? You're really struggling to see how the situation's able to get any better. And you might even feel like you're dealing with a child with that Six of Cups. I feel like you're overthinking the situation, and the person who you're dealing with is also overthinking the situation. I feel like it's the two of you, but you're overthinking in different ways. Seeing, you're coming from two different angles in the way in which you're looking at this connection. I feel like it's going to take a lot of work to make this work in terms of if this is like a romantic connection. Because there are two stories here. We've got like a romantic story. We've also got a work story. So I'm going to try and do both. There is going to be a moment, if there hasn't already been, with this Tower card sitting here. So there's your change. And it's sudden, or it's unexpected, it's out of the blue. Somebody didn't see this change coming. It may be an argument. I don't always get argument off the Tower, but there may be an argument or a falling out. So that could be in regards to the romantic situation. I hear someone yelling, "Why are you such a child?" So yeah, I feel it's probably you, Pisces, who is really tired of dealing with somebody's childish behavior or their immaturity or their inability to be realistic, is what I'm hearing. There may be some kind of explosion at work in terms of somebody really losing their cool. It could be you just saying, "Look, I've had enough." But this Tower card today, right now in your reading, is saying to me, "I've had enough." It's not so much that, something like a shocking event takes place. This to me is, "I've had enough." And I am going to clarify all these cards in a minute. There is a new beginning though. So with this Page of Wands, I feel like it is a rocky or shaky new beginning. It's not solid and stable. And it could just come in it probably will just come in the form of conversation. I feel like there is a issue with egos clashing. Two people or two or more people, if this is at work, it could be, a group of people who are finding it really hard to agree because this person thinks they're right and that person thinks they're right. and you're both sort of unwilling to bend or compromise. So two people who feel like they're right, trying to have a conversation and both be right going forward. If that makes any sense. Like two people who don't want to compromise but have to compromise. Anyway, with this double Queen of Wands at the end here, Pisces, I feel like saying you are in a position to be able to call the shots. I feel like you, not only because of the reading, but I feel like intuitively you can see how things are going to play out. You can see what is taking place. You can see who is at fault. And I feel like you don't want to be a part of anything. You're really seriously thinking about walking away, whether it be walking away from your job. Perhaps you're thinking about taking a break, or it could be that you're thinking about walking away from your romantic connection because you've had enough. The Queen of Wands, both Queens of Wands are looking away from everything else. They both do not want to know. And it's also a matter of, I don't need to know. I don't need to be a part of this. I kind of feel like I'm above all of this. I'm not bringing myself down to the level of all you other people who are carrying on and creating a circus. I don't need to know about that. Just let me do what I'm doing. Let me do my job and don't bring me into it. Or go and sort out your issues. And when you're done sorting out your issues, then you can come back and we'll discuss it. But when you come back, I may not still be here. Wow, that's the energy that is coming off that. When you come back, I may or may not still be here. I may not want to hear it. And yeah, because you're definitely considering walking away from whatever the situation is here. But I do feel like, at the end of it all, it is going to balance out. Things are going to fall in your favor with the Justice card here. And with the Seven of Pentacles, I think you're just trying to work out, like, is this worth it for me? Is this going to be worth it? Do I really need to deal with all of this? Let's go a bit further, clarify the Nine of Swords. I've just dropped a card. Give me a second. And it fell upright, so I'm going to take it. What have we got? Ten of Cups. Okay, so I already said there's some overthinking, there's some anxiety and worry at a crossroads trying to make a decision which directly affects your happiness in the future moving forward. Again, it's a Pisces card with the Ten of Cups. So you're trying to work out, is this situation going to have me happy in the future? Will I be feeling happy if I decide to stay or if I decide to walk away? Like, what is going to bring me the most happiness and joy? So yeah, whatever decision you make is, of course, going to directly affect your happiness looking forward. You wouldn't believe it, Pisces. You got another Two of Swords. Death, the Six of Cups, and the Two of Swords. Again, trying to decide, do I put an end to this or do I carry on? Is it going to be worth it for me? This is so, I feel like it's a really difficult decision. It's a difficult situation to be in. And again, like, considering the woman in the cards is blindfolded. She doesn't want to know. Not only does she not want to know, but she's also struggling to see or work out what to do. She's blindfolded. She can't see a way out of this. You might be feeling like you're stuck and you just have to do this. Coming back to, is this as good as it gets? And I'm not ready. You've got the Four of Cups on the Eight of Pentacles and the Tower. So basically, you're just waiting to see what happens next. It's like, in regards to work, I'm just going to go to work and do my job and, get it done and just see whatever I was going to say. See what all these clowns are doing. I keep coming back to circus clowns. I'm just going to see what all these clowns are doing, and I'm just going to mind my business, and I'm going to sit here and get on with what I need to do and let everybody else freak themselves out. That's one scenario. Also, I'll do what I need to do. I'll continue to, put in a bit of effort and put in a bit of work. But at some stage, it's all going to fall apart. People are going to lose it. Or in regards to your romantic situation, I'm neither here nor there. I'm going to distract myself with work, but at some stage, I'm going to lose my mind. Like, I really feel like either you are going to lose it or your person is going to lose it with you, because you're coming across as just really not caring. You're prioritizing work so that you don't have to think too much about the romantic situation, about your connection with your person, and they may very well lose it with you and say, you're just not giving anymore. Why are you avoiding me, or something like that? Then you've got the Fool sitting on the Five of Swords and the Page of Wands. So there's that new start. The Fool is about new beginnings, starting again, resetting, and feeling good about it. The Fool is taking that leap of faith with enthusiasm. So there is going to be a message of some sort or communication coming into you with the Page of Wands. The pages are about new beginnings. The Fool is a new beginning. So I feel like there's going to be a discussion of some sort. And I did go over earlier. I feel like you've got, two people who both want to be right. Two people who both want things to go their way. So I feel like there will be a discussion. You will come to some sort of compromise, but I kind of feel like you come out as being very powerful in this situation. For some of you, this is you putting yourself first. So you might decide, Pisces, that, hey, I'm walking away. You might decide to end that romantic connection and just go, you know what, I can't do this anymore. I've had enough. I am moving on with my life. You put yourself first, and you get to be in charge and in control of what happens next in your life without having to consult somebody else, without having to have somebody else watching your every move and bringing in this chaos and confusion for you, causing you to stress out. For some of you. For others of you, you go through, you have this conversation and you go, okay, let's start again. Let's start again fresh. But this time I'm making sure my needs are met. This time I'm clearly setting my boundaries, and I'm going to follow my intuition and use my intuition. and I'm only going to do what feels right for me, and I am not going to compromise. I'm not bending to accommodate your, what's the word for it? Not unnecessary, unrealistic needs. For others of you, you'll have the conversation at work. You may step into some kind of new role, take on a new project, or maybe even receive a promotion. Won't be for all of you, but for some of you, yes, which is going to require extra work. But it's like having a fresh start at work, whatever happens. It could be that there is this falling out and that the troublemakers are moved on or they have to leave. I do feel for a lot of you something is going to fall apart at work, but you will not be affected by it. Clarify the Queen of Wands, please. Whatever the changes are at work, Pisces, you will not be affected. I feel like I can confidently say for the vast majority of you that you won't lose your job. You won't have to like stand down in any sort of way. You'll sail through pretty much unaffected, and I see you looking at everybody else around you dealing with the chaos. Even like for those of you who are ending this romantic connection, again, it's, you know, you come out of it pretty much unaffected. The Hermit. Yep. Unaffected. You just go about your business. You put yourself first. You focus on yourself. You take a step back. And I feel like, you know, you're looking around you and just working everything out. For a lot of you, it's this feeling of like where this card is asking, what do you need to release? I feel like it's sort of like, well, you can't control what happens next. You can't make someone think or feel a certain way. You can't really make anybody do anything. You know, you can make suggestions, but you can't force people to do anything. You can't, you know, move a person and bend a person to do what you want them to do. And I feel like perhaps that's what you're being asked to release here. That you can't specifically make anything happen. Like maybe you do need to just take a step back from whatever the situation is. Carry on doing exactly what it is that you need to do. But I kind of feel like it's out of your hands and you just watch everything happen around you. It's not so much that things are happening to you, even though, yes, you're worried and anxious and, you know, your worries are activated. I feel like I need to say. Your worries are activated. Even though that is the case, you can also acknowledge that, well, you should pull back from the situation and just go within and listen to your intuition, which I feel like most of you are really making an effort at doing. What are your guides telling you? What is your gut telling you to do? So I feel like some, you know, time alone or quiet time will be really beneficial. Time away, like when you're not at work, then try not to be working from home, or, you know, at the end of the day when you're supposed to like clock out for the day, then clock out for the day. Don't continue to do that work because I feel like it might drive you crazy. And, you know, having some time apart from that person or, you know, if they are having a bit of a meltdown, then taking that step back and just let them have their meltdown and, you know, come back trying to address the situation when they've calmed down or even when you've calmed down. So just go within, follow your intuition, and I feel like that's going to be the thing that saves you from the chaos at the moment. So as I said, with Justice and the Seven of Wands there, I feel like it's almost like you'll be rewarded for the effort that you've made. You will see some winning results in whatever situation applies to you. But as I said, yes, there's chaos, there's turmoil, there's anxiety, there's worry, there's, you know, how will this affect me in the future? Will this make me happy? What do I need to release and walk away from? How do I make this decision? With all of that, it's like let the universe take over and everything's going to fall into place, Pisces. So, before I finish your reading, we'll get some angel answers for you. What does Pisces need to know, please? Very interesting reading, Pisces. I feel like it's important to say that you're safe. You are safe. Oh, you wouldn't believe it. Listen to your intuition. I do believe. I've gone over that a couple times. Don't stop. Perfect. Just keep going. As I said, do what you need to do. Just cruise, Pisces. Just cruise through. No. Okay, so if you have been asking a question throughout the reading, I feel like the answer is no. And the final card here is remain positive, because as I said, you will be pretty much unaffected, and things are going to balance out and work out in your favor. So Pisces, that is your reading. As I said, very interesting reading, a few different scenarios and stories that we covered there. But, you know, yeah, overall, yeah, there's chaos all over the place, but overall, you come out on the good side of it all. So that's good news, Pisces. But if you did find your reading helpful, please give me a like, subscribe if you haven't already to stay updated on when I upload new videos. Thank you so much for watching, Pisces. I do appreciate it. Good luck, and we'll talk again soon. Bye.